My name is Daryl Fishman. I'm an instructor in the Mechanized Agriculture Diesel Technology program at Merced College. I was a little skeptical at first just because people don't like change. I was a little skeptical of block scheduling, of cohort enrollment, but as things have played out, from a teacher standpoint, I enjoy it because I have the same students day in, day out, and I can see and keep an eye on their development and if any issues they're having. The block schedule has worked out extremely well because from a student standpoint, I think it's a lot better because they are totally immersed in a given topic on any given day. One of the other components that's been put into place is a career and technical education counselor whose sole function is to make sure that our CTE students are on the right path and on the right track and in the right classes. One of the other advantages of having a CTE counselor is not just scheduling but also early intervention. If a student is having issues in my class, I can send a counselor an email. She understands the program. She can pull the student out of class, which is commonly done, and make sure that the student is made aware of alternatives to make them a success in our program. By going through as a cohort, by going through as a group of students from start to finish, it's a lot easier to follow the retention rate. No longer are they throwing darts at a board to determine which classes they're going to take. Once they sign up for one semester, they also sign up for the second semester. They start in August. They're done in May. The retention rate has been tremendous. The first year that we went with a cohort type of system, we started our semester with 21 students. When this program was done and said, we finished with 18. One other part of the program has been to hire and put in place a job site developer, so to speak, who has been doing a great job of making contacts out in the community with potential employers. So that our students, once they're done with their education, they have the opportunity to go to work and have the opportunity to use the education that they've invested their time into.
Hi, my name is Aaron Landweaver, former student at Merced College. I took Mechanized Agriculture, diesel technology. Before attending Merced College, I worked at a local body shop repairing cars. The pay was fair for the area, but nowhere near the ballpark that I wanted to achieve. What you can achieve from this program is for students that really want an advantage or learning, the opportunity is there. They really go above and beyond to provide you with the information that's needed. And that's what excelled me to the level of I'm at, is being well versed in welding, hydraulics, engines, powertrains, you name it, we covered it. After graduation, I applied just about everywhere, and the very next day, Peterson Tractor, Caterpillar, called me for an interview. 6 months into the workplace, they put me into a field truck, which usually takes 5 years to achieve that level. And with the education I had behind me, Merced College, I cleared 80,000 this year, my first year. In a real good environment, and can't be happier. When I meet people or come across people that want to fall into this area of profession, I try to send them to Merced College because nowhere else have I seen someone excel from what they teach.
I'm Aaron Hamilton. I'm an instructor in the Industrial Electrical Technician program. Key components to the Industrial Electrical program at Merced College. Number one, I believe, is the block scheduling, which has students on campus from 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, every day, Monday through Thursday, just like they would be at a job. We start these students from the beginning electronics, electricity, all the way through to industrial automation practices and principles. One of the benefits to our program in the industrial electrical technician, having an embedded counselor is indispensable to me. So I can focus on the education part, and all the other details can be handled by our counselor. Our new lab in the industrial electrical facility, we've upgraded the motor control centers to be real world, real industry components. The students work on electrical equipment that you would see in any production facility in the country. Since starting this program, we've been able to develop some great industry partners, Foster Farms, Gallo, Hillmar Cheese. We've been able to go out to these employers through their human resources department and their lead maintenance engineers, lay out our curriculum of what these students will have accomplished in the one-year certificate program, and have developed 3-month internships to full-time job offers upon completion of the industrial electrical technician certificate. Potential for salary in this area for a entry-level electrical technician at an industrial facility could be anywhere from $14 to $19 an hour depending on the company. We could expect these student completers, as they gain more experience in the trade, to very quickly rise up to the $25 to $28 an hour range, and as they continue their education and increase their skills, could definitely breach a 6-figure salary within a decade, should they choose to.
Hi, my name is Francis, and I was in the industrial maintenance technician last May. We were the first class actually to finish the. What interests me about the automation technician, industrial automation, is that you use a lot of technology. I think one of the most interesting thing is like we have the chance to work with like trainers that they're very high profile trainers. They're very expensive, and they basically simulate the conditions that you will find in a big installation, like let's say for example Gallo, or you will find it at Hillmar Cheese. Once we finished the program successfully, we had some interviews for internships, and I was lucky enough to be selected for E.J. Gallo in Livingston. Once that I got there, I found out that most of the skill set that I was taught, even though that it's not going to make you an expert, I was able to utilize actually everything that I learned here. So that was around $15 to $17 a year-long internships. Basically, that if you perform well, you're in the path to become a full-fledged employee.
Hello, my name is Steve Meidinger, and I am a math instructor here at Merced College. Before becoming an instructor, my trade was a pattern maker, and that's a trade where you work with wood and metal and plastic. And every day in that trade, I would be using basic math skills and a little bit of trigonometry. So when I became an instructor, I wanted to incorporate that experience within my math courses. So when the TAACCCT program came around, I thought this was an ideal opportunity for me to participate and work with the welding students to show how math can be used in the welding courses. So in this Math 85 course, geared towards CTE students, or mainly welding students, what we do is 2 days a week we have a lecture, and the other 2 days a week we meet in a lab setting. And in the lab setting they work on a computer, and they hone in on their basic math skills. And in the lecture, I also help with their basic math skills and tie in some applications using the math within their welding courses. There's a lot of success stories. Students have to overcome a lot of obstacles in order to attend a course which begins at 7 a.m. and they make it there on a daily basis, 4 days a week. And they sometimes have to ride their bike, take a bus from long distances, yet they attend. The other thing I find very successful is having a peer mentor in the class, in the lab setting. And this guy, Tony, has been with us from day one, and he's been extremely helpful. And the other thing which I like a lot is this embedded counseling. If I have any attendance problems, I contact Araceli, and she will go over to the students and talk to them and tell them and remind them about the importance of attending every day.
My name is Chad Russell and I teach in the Welding Technology department. Basically the program has been compressed down to a one semester program when before it would take on average 3 to 4 semesters to finish the program. The program is structured in such a way that I do see each and every student 4 days a week. I think that it's a positive thing because they progress and move along extremely quick. Average class is 4 to 6 weeks and students spend an average of 4 to 7 hours in the lab with me working, and so we've been able to purchase many new pieces of equipment that align with industry. It allows us to teach on the type of equipment that students are going to see when they go into the workforce. During the last class, which is the certification class, if they meet the standards, I'm able to certify them myself, when in the past they had to send it out. Students receive 2 certifications, one in shielded metal arc welding and one in gas metal arc welding. They are AWS certifications. We're able to do it in-house at no cost because I've attained my CWI certificate. 100% of students received at least one AWS certificate, and about 95% of students find employment extremely quick. I think the last semester of the 21 completers, 15 are already hired in full-time positions. On average, they're making between $12 and $18 an hour, with many of them on 90-day probation. So after their 90-day probation, they'll receive a $1 to $2 an hour raise. Many of them also have benefit packages as well, which is important because many of them have families of the last completer.
My name is Mario Venegas. I went through the TAACCCT welding program here at Merced College. What helped me the most through this program was definitely the instructors. The instructors were more than willing to help during class and after class. It was a great experience. The whole program and staff made it easy. Now I've found employment at PP Corp here in Merced, California. I do all stainless steel welding for microbrewery manufacturing. Russell, math instructor, our drafting instructor, they're all real helpful, and yeah, I am reading blueprints. That does apply. A lot of math does apply, so pay attention in math class. Oh, I never thought that TIG was my strong point and that I would be put in a job doing TIG welding, but I am now doing stainless steel. Feel very comfortable with doing it. Russell's a great instructor. Yeah, it's been great. I'm real passionate about what I do, so it really doesn't feel like work. It's real good. It's real good.